of Gershwin Woodcraft. Today we're going to use a lathe to make one of these. Your own yo-yo. I start with 3-inch blocks of wood, my pen mandrel, my bushings for a slimline pen, a 1/4-inch shaft. You can get a dowel. I like to use these plastic ones that I get at the hobby shop. I find that they're smoother, they provide a better axle, and little plugs for the holes. And you put all those together and you're going to have one of these. Now in today's demonstration I'm going to be using this setup where I cut 30-degree triangles, married them together to make a slightly more interesting design. Thought it'd be more fun to watch this get made. I'll drill that. Okay, now I line up with the Forester and I drill the second hole. So I'll start with something wider to give me some room there. I butt this one up to that. I put that in. I put that on. And now I'm ready to make a yo-yo. Okay, now that we've reduced it, and as I showed you, I kept them butt together so that they're absolutely the same width. Now that I'm ready to start designing the profile of the yo-yo, I've added a spacer in the middle so I can work on all sides at the same time, and I want to just make sure that both sides are the same. If the yo-yo is not balanced, it will not roll, it will not yo-yo well. So, first thing we want to do is decide how much of a butterfly we want. So now I'm going to measure it in. I'm going to measure the same amount in on this side as this side, which then I use this to mark it. Alright. Now I'm going to mark right here just a little bit. Here. I'm going to do the same thing here. So you turn it off. If you want your yo-yo to truly work supremely, both sides have to have the same weight. At which point I take out my gram scale and I will quickly weigh the two of them. Okay, let's try weighing them again. 41.4, 41.3. I think we're ready to rock. Now the only thing is, we have to do the boring part. We got to do all the sanding, and I won't bother you with that. So now we've sanded it and we're ready to rock. Now, unlike pens and bowls, which I would sand up to maybe 12,000 grit, this is a toy. This is a yo-yo. It's going to be banging into the ground. There's no point in getting crazy. So I bring it up to 400 grit. Now, when it comes to finishes, the options are up to you. I'm going to go for a Mylan. For the Mylan's high friction polish, it's the same I use on my pens, covered up with a little wax. It is, if you want something more durable, the Waco wipe-on poly is a very suitable finish, but this you need to do several coats. You got to let it dry for 10 hours in between coats. So for today's demonstration, we're just going to go with the good old-fashioned friction polish. So we put it on. We get it all soaked into the wood, and you'll see the whole wood comes to life. Now we have a yo-yo ready to be axled. Yo-yos over the years, what I've come to realize is the hardest part of the whole yo-yo is getting that axial diameter just right. If it's too narrow, the string's going to bind and it won't go down. If it's too wide, the string won't bind enough to ever bring the yo-yo back up. So my latest technique is, once I've got it right on one, I measured it with playing cards, and that's the gap I use for all of them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 playing cards. So we get the axle on one, put the yo-yo string over, put the axle on the other side. And remember, as I said, 10 cards. Alright. I'm just going to put a little drop of glue on. Well, I'm pretty happy with the way this yo-yo came out. It's a perfect weight, not too heavy, doesn't hurt when it whips back up into my hand. I hope you enjoyed spending some time in my shop learning about it. Please go to GershwinWoodcraft.com to see my complete gallery, other projects, segmented bowls, pens, candle holders. I look forward to making more YouTube videos, and I hope you'll join me for them. Thank you.